Welcome in, everybody, to This Is The Shoot. And what a week it's been inside the WWE, huh? Some strange things, not really strange, but some unexpected things have happened. Vince McMahon returns. Go check out my older video talking about his return, the letter he wrote to the board of directors and to the stockholders. And instantly people was outraged because the rumor was Vince McMahon was going to return and sell the company. Now, I didn't believe this was going to be the case. But after tonight, some rumors have came out, and that's what they are, the rumors. Nothing has been officially confirmed by the WWE, Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, Nick Khan, none of them. As of right now. Before we jump into it, as always, hit that like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think of the content. Tell me what you think about the situation the WWE is in right now. Because it is in quite a sticky situation. Today, it was turned out that Stephanie McMahon would decide to step down and resign from being co-CEO and chairwoman of the WWE. Now, this is the tweet in which she put out. About 8 months ago, I took a leave of absence and within a few weeks, unexpectedly had the opportunity of a lifetime. I had the privilege to return as co-CEO and chairwoman of the board of the WWE. I cannot put into words how proud I am to have led what I consider to be the greatest company in the world, working alongside a remarkable leadership team and one of the strongest executives I have known in my co-CEO, Nick Khan. Our founder, Vince McMahon, has returned as executive chairman and is leading an exciting process regarding strategic alternatives, and with Nick's leadership and Paul Triple H Levesque as Chief Content Officer, I am confident WWE is in the perfect place to continue to provide unparalleled creative content and drive maximum value for shareholders. WWE is in such strong position that I have decided to return to my leave and take it one step further with my official resignation. I look forward to cheering on the WWE from the other side of the business where I started when I was a little kid. As a pure fan, I will always remain dedicated to WWE. I truly love our company, our employees, our superstars, and our fans. And I am grateful to all of the partners. Thank you for everything. Then, now, forever, together. Steph. Vince McMahon will comment on this on his Twitter and saying, I'd like to express my full support for Stephanie's personal decision. I'll forever be grateful that she offered to step in during my absence, and I'm truly proud of the job she did co-leading WWE. Stephanie has always been the ultimate ambassador for our company, and her decades of contributions have left an immeasurable impact on our brand. This is very true. Everyone knows that Stephanie McMahon was a very charitable woman. She was very giving. And the fact that she would step up in her father's place to run the WWE for however long it was going to take. And listen, this had been the plan all along. Make no mistake about it. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Vince McMahon is a savvy businessman. He knows what to do, how to do it, and when to do it inside the business world. People love him. People hate him. People are kind of iffy on him. Regardless of how you feel about Vince McMahon, you cannot deny the intelligence this man has in the business aspect of the world. Especially, he's above me. I'm not a stockholder. I don't know the first thing about stocks or anything like that. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. But then reports would come out, though. In my last video, I said that I don't think Vince McMahon is going to sell the company. He's going to set things in motion so that the other stockholders couldn't push Stephanie McMahon Triple H and Nick Khan out, and that they would run the company. Now, this was all explained in 83 Weeks on Eric Bischoff's podcast back before everything had came out about Vince McMahon, when they was thinking about selling the company back then in July and early July, June, around that time period, okay? Now, source says WWE has been sold to Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. The company will go back to being private. It is unknown if Vince McMahon will return to head of creative, but it is expected by some people. This was reported by Stephen, and I'm gonna butcher this last name. Stephen Mahosen Dazin. I know I got that wrong. Please forgive me. I am not. Hey, there's something I've never seen that name before, and I apologize that I butchered your name, Stephen. I really am. What does it mean that the company is going to go back to being private? It's meaning that you have a better chance of it becoming PG-14 again. It also means, I kind of investigated on my own, some of the bigger differences between publicly owned and privately owned. A lot of it's really self-explanatory. Publicly owned, it's traded in stock exchange. Privately owned is not. So it's not on the stock market. It's not, you can't get investors. The only investors will be that Saudi Arabia, let me find the paper, Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. So it's invested or has been bought by Saudi Arabia. That is what's being rumored. This is not facts. This is what's being rumored. People are already getting in an uproar. I'm going to ban WWE. I'm not going to watch WWE anymore. Well, this is it. Vince McMahon, you ruined everything. Yada, 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 yada. I don't think it ruins anything. Because the truth of the matter is, there's a lot of things that I think Saudi Arabia is involved in that the public doesn't know about, and they love it. Now, I am concerned, as generally anybody would be. But I'm more of a person that I like to see what happens other than just go off assumptions and make me a judgment call based on what I feel at the moment. No, I do this podcast, and though I do throw my opinions out there, but when it comes to things like this, you want to see what happens. Now, a lot of people believe that Vince McMahon has done this so that he can take complete creative control back over and be put back in full control of the WWE. If this is the case, before everybody gets mad at Vince McMahon, even though he has all these sexual allegations against him that really has turned out to be nothing because he's not went to prison, he's not paid any fines, there's not anything coming out that has done anything. I'm trying to think how I want to word this. If you had a business that you started, or your father started in Vince McMahon's case, and then you was able to grow it to the extent, or even or partially, to how Vince McMahon has grew the WWE, would you not want to be and stay in complete full control of the company and keep it within the family name? Stephanie McMahon stepped down and is stepping down to spend more time with her family. Things changed after Triple H almost died, okay? When his heart pretty much gave out, things changed in the household, I'm sure. And certain things took a priority that maybe didn't take priority before, that being family. All right? Let's get that out the way now. Another thing that needs to keep in mind is, with this if this is true, if the rumors are true, again, this is rumors, WWE would not be required to throw out quarterly income. They don't have to give quarterly financial reports if they're privately owned, right? That's not a requirement anymore. See, when it's public, quarterly financials have to be reported every quarter. So there's a lot of things happening. And those of you who's involved in the stock market, maybe you can explain more of what the big difference is and what this actually truly means. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to talk about something I have no idea really what it means. I did some research to just kind of get some ideas of really what was the bigger difference, other than I do know that being publicly owned has kind of stopped WWE from being PG-14. I do want to make this last point before I shut this off. Everyone who's in an uproar that this could possibly be Saudi Arabia privately owned with Vince McMahon. WWE has been involved in Saudi Arabia since 2014. They did non-televised matches, so live events or home shows you can call them. The greatest Royal Rumble was April 27, 2018. That was the first pay-per-view that was showed from Saudi Arabia. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people that say, I'm done watching WWE, but they won't. And I also know there'll be some people who are going to stop watching WWE. I see the ratings going down for a little bit. I do see that happening. I will not stop watching WWE. I don't watch WWE for Vince McMahon. I don't watch WWE because of who owns it. I watch WWE and AEW and any wrestling show for that matter, or any movie or whatever I watch for entertainment. Now, if they go into an anti-American atmosphere type thing, and you can tell, then yeah, I'll have a problem with that. But the most important thing is here, don't get your panties all in a bunch here, guys. Alright? I know this is a little bit longer video, so I'm gonna cut it off now. I'll see you guys later. Tell me what you think down below. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button, and share this video. And I'll see you guys later.